Have you ever wondered what it takes to almost destroy a glittering Hollywood career? Sometimes it's not just the spotlight that can ruin a star, it's the drama behind the scenes. Old Hollywood wasn't just about glitz, glamour, and red carpets. Behind the camera, it was filled with scandals, secret affairs, and whispers that could make or break a career. In this video, we're diving into 15 affairs that nearly shattered the careers of some of the most iconic stars of the Golden Age. These affairs weren't just tabloid fodder. They were career-altering moments that kept audiences on edge and the studios in a panic. So grab a seat, because these stories are as shocking as they are fascinating. Let's see how love, lust, and betrayal nearly destroyed Hollywood's brightest stars. Number 15. Ingrid Bergman and Roberto Rossellini. Ingrid Bergman, the queen of old Hollywood, was adored by millions, until one affair nearly tore it all down. During the filming of Stromboli, she fell for the Italian director Roberto Rossellini, and their passionate relationship sparked a scandal like no other. Ingrid, already married, abandoned her husband for Rossellini, and the backlash was brutal. Hollywood turned on her, and to make matters worse, her American citizenship was revoked. Ingrid, once a symbol of grace, found herself ostracized. But what really happened next? Could she ever rebuild her career, or was this the end of her reign in Tinseltown? Number 14. Cary Grant and Sophia Loren. Cary Grant, the charming heartthrob, and Sophia Loren, the sultry Italian beauty. Together they were unstoppable, but their fiery affair during the filming of The Pride and the Passion turned heads for all the wrong reasons. Their undeniable chemistry was the talk of the town, and rumors of secret late-night meetings only fueled the fire. But behind the romance, there were dark whispers. Could this affair cost them their careers? The press couldn't get enough of their every move, and the public's insatiable curiosity only made things worse. How could such a passionate relationship create so much chaos in their professional lives? And what came next for these two? Up next is an affair that no one saw coming, a love story that nearly destroyed a Hollywood icon's career. You won't believe the twist. Number 13. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. Few Hollywood love stories were as dramatic as that of Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. Their affair, sparked on the set of Cleopatra, was a whirlwind of passion and scandal. Lavish gifts, public displays of affection, and a series of divorces and remarriages. This tumultuous relationship captivated the public and dominated the headlines for years. But what really happened behind the scenes? The chemistry between the two was undeniable, but their love affair was fraught with problems. Could their constant reconciling and breaking up ruin both of their careers, or would their larger-than-life love story become their legacy? Number 12. Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio. Marilyn Monroe, the epitome of Hollywood beauty, and Joe DiMaggio, the legendary baseball star. Together, they were one of the most talked-about couples in the world. Their whirlwind romance and subsequent marriage were the stuff of fairy tales, until reality set in. Infidelity and jealousy poisoned their relationship, leading to a highly publicized and dramatic divorce. What went wrong in a marriage that seemed destined for greatness? Was it just the pressure of living under the public eye, or were there darker forces at play behind closed doors? Number 11. Clark Gable and Carole Lombard. Clark Gable, the ruggedly handsome leading man of old Hollywood, found his match in the vivacious Carole Lombard. Their affair, which began on the set of No Man of Her Own, quickly blossomed into one of Tinseltown's most talked-about romances. But the love story didn't come without complications. Gable was still married at the time. Despite the controversy, the couple's love was undeniable. Their passionate bond was the stuff of Hollywood legend, but their fairy tale ended most heartbreakingly. Carole's tragic death in a plane crash cut their love story short, leaving Gable devastated. But what happened to Gable after the loss of his true love? Could he ever recover from the heartbreak? Up next is a love affair that seemed destined to implode from the start. Two stars whose relationship was anything but smooth. But what happened when they just couldn't stay apart? Stay tuned. Number 10. Ava Gardner and Frank Sinatra. Ava Gardner and Frank Sinatra, two of Hollywood's most iconic figures, brought together by love, drama, and scandal. Their passionate and often tumultuous relationship had the press on high alert with each breakup and reconciliation. The constant back and forth between the couple kept everyone guessing. Would they stay together or tear each other apart? But as much as their love story captivated the public, it was far from a fairy tale. Frequent fights, betrayals, and secrets kept their romance in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. How could two stars so deeply in love cause such a stir with their constant ups and downs? And could they ever find peace amid the chaos? Number 9. Marlene Dietrich and Erich Maria Remarque. Marlene Dietrich was already a star known for her seductive allure and commanding presence when she became involved with German author Erich Maria Remarque during the filming of Destry Rides Again. Their affair caused a sensation in Hollywood, with whispers of their passionate love life spreading like wildfire. The press couldn't get enough of their chemistry, and the scandal only intensified as rumors of late-night meetings and secret rendezvous leaked to the public. But what really happened behind closed doors? Was this whirlwind romance just another Hollywood affair? Or did it mark a turning point for Dietrich? Was her career ever the same after the storm of gossip? Up next is a doomed love story between two legends whose on-screen chemistry couldn't save their off-screen romance. What went wrong? You won't believe how their contrasting personalities led to the end of a once promising relationship. Number 8. Greta Garbo and John Gilbert. Greta Garbo and John Gilbert were the golden couple of their time, magnificent on-screen, and their off-screen romance had Hollywood buzzing. Their chemistry in Flesh and the Devil was undeniable, and their relationship seemed destined for the stars. But behind the glamour, their relationship was anything but perfect. Despite their intense passion, their personalities and career goals couldn't have been more different. Garbo was independent, secretive, and focused on her craft, while Gilbert was struggling with his career and personal demons. How could two such talented stars drift apart so dramatically? Could their love ever have survived in a world where fame was both a blessing and a curse? Number 7. Joan Crawford and Franchot Tone. Joan Crawford, known for her steely demeanor and fierce independence, was no stranger to Hollywood drama. But when she began a passionate affair with actor Franchot Tone during the filming of Today We Live, it was a secret that Hollywood desperately wanted to keep under wraps. Their intense romance simmered quietly behind the scenes, but as Hollywood secrets often go, nothing stays hidden for long. Eventually, their affair was exposed, and the press had a field day. The scandal sent shockwaves through the industry. Could Joan's carefully crafted image survive the revelations? How did her career withstand the fallout? The public's obsession with her every move only added to the mystery, but what really happened after the affair was out in the open? Number 6. Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy. Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy were one of Hollywood's most enduring couples, but the public never really knew it. Despite both being married to other people, the two stars carried on a secret, long-term affair that spanned more than 25 years. Their love was more than just scandal. It was one of the most talked-about yet hidden romances in Hollywood history. Their deep connection was evident both on and off screen. But the complexities of their relationship, particularly Tracy's struggles with alcohol, made it anything but easy. Could this love affair, full of personal sacrifice and quiet devotion, be the reason both of their careers continued to thrive, or did it threaten everything they had built? How did Hollywood's public silence on the matter fuel the mystery of their bond? Number 5. Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart. When Lauren Bacall and Humphrey Bogart first met, it wasn't just sparks flying, it was the beginning of one of Hollywood's most iconic love stories. Their on-screen chemistry was electric, and the real-life romance that followed had audiences captivated. The couple quickly became the epitome of glamorous Hollywood, with their deep connection both in front of and behind the camera. But while their love story seemed perfect on the surface, was it really as flawless as it appeared? Could their fierce bond withstand the pressures of fame and the complications that came with it? But what really happened behind the scenes? Did this fairy tale romance have a dark side that was kept hidden from the public eye? Up next is a relationship that had all the drama, but lacked the fairy tale ending. An affair marked by infidelity, jealousy, and mental health struggles. You won't believe what happened next in this tragic Hollywood love story. Number 4. Vivien Leigh and Laurence Olivier. Vivien Leigh and Laurence Olivier were the golden couple of old Hollywood, their passionate and tumultuous relationship sparking headlines for all the wrong reasons. While they were perfection on screen, together creating cinematic magic in Gone with the Wind and Rebecca, their off-screen lives were anything but ideal. Infidelity, jealousy, and mental illness played a huge role in their volatile union. Vivien, struggling with her mental health, found herself in a marriage that was just as destructive as it was passionate. How could two such talented actors, once the most adored in Hollywood, end up in such a painful public spiral? Their relationship was filled with ups and downs, but what caused this brilliant union to fall apart? Was love enough to save them from their demons? Number 3. Lana Turner and Artie Shaw. Lana Turner, one of Hollywood's biggest stars, was only 16 when she began a brief but intense affair with renowned bandleader Artie Shaw. Their romance caused a scandal that rocked Hollywood to its core. Not only was Lana young, but the relationship raised questions about Shaw's moral integrity, leading to his arrest for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The public was shocked. How could a man with such a prominent career risk it all for a forbidden affair? Did this scandal ruin Shaw's career, or was it just the beginning of a darker chapter in Lana's life? But what really happened after the dust settled? Could their scandalous romance ever be forgiven, or would it haunt both of them forever? Up next is another Hollywood love story filled with passion, betrayal, and public scandal. An affair between two legendary stars that kept the tabloids buzzing. Stay tuned to find out what comes next. Number 2. Rita Hayworth and Orson Welles. Rita Hayworth and Orson Welles were one of Hollywood's most famous power couples, but their relationship was far from the perfect fairy tale. Their passionate marriage, marked by frequent arguments and infidelities, was a constant source of gossip and scandal. Rita, at the peak of her beauty and fame, was fiercely in love with Orson, but their volatile relationship often seemed more like a battleground than a romance. How could such a talented couple be so torn apart by jealousy and personal demons? Was their love truly enough to survive the pressure of fame and their inner struggles? You won't believe what happened when their passionate relationship turned into something much darker. Was this the beginning of the end for both of their careers? Number 1. Judy Garland and Vincente Minnelli. Judy Garland and Vincente Minnelli seemed like the perfect couple on the surface. A famous director and a beloved actress, both shining stars in Hollywood's golden age. But behind closed doors, their marriage was a far cry from the picture-perfect image the public adored. Infidelity, drug addiction, and domestic abuse plagued their relationship, turning their union into a tragic story of love gone wrong. How could such a beautiful, talented couple spiral so completely? Was their Hollywood dream built on a foundation of lies and struggles they couldn't escape? What ultimately led to their devastating divorce? Was their love enough to survive the emotional chaos they both faced? These Hollywood affairs prove that even the brightest stars have their dark sides. The passion, the scandals, and the fallout. Each story is a reminder that the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown came with a hefty price. But what do you think? Could these stars have survived their scandals, or were they destined to fall from grace? If you found these stories shocking, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss another juicy Hollywood secret. Leave a comment below and let us know which scandal you think had the biggest impact on Hollywood history.